Hello everybody, Marlene, aka Snowgardener307. We are here for savings challenges for Money Diaries, where I confess my spending, and we've got Happy Mail. We've got 2 sets of savings challenges because Mr. Snowgardener is in the house. So let's go ahead and hop into this.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
It's time to confess, and I feel like lately my weekly spending, my money diaries really feel like I'm sharing some really personal details with you guys because my spending has been really high. Now, one thing, just in case you haven't been watching my videos lately, there is some money that I am spending, so I'm not putting any of this on credit cards to sit. We're not rebuilding debt, anything like that. But on this first page right here, we're only checking in for June 1st. It's on the back side of this. So some notes. I already went to Matt Rife in Utah. That was absolutely amazing, you guys. We had so much fun. I laughed so hard. It wasn't even funny. And then I will be headed here shortly to Yuba Reservoir, which is a reservoir in Utah. And we are renting a lake house. I believe there's 25, 26 of us that are going to be there. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited just to spend time with family because life is too short. Things and stuff. These are some big expenses that are going to be coming up besides those 2. I need to fix my car. My husband hit a rabbit. You would think he had hit something else, but he hit a rabbit and it broke my bumper. Same exact place that the accident that we got into in Utah. Pretty much a brand new bumper. I have to replace it again. And then my youngest, Yorkie, is headed to the vet for some surgery and stuff. So those are some big expenses that I'm going to do. I did set goals right here. My birthday, $600 is what I wanted to stay under for my birthday. Travel, between all of the travel that I'm doing, Matt Rife, Yuba, back and forth to my stepdad's house as I take care of it, I wanted to stay about $1,000 for the month. So let's go ahead and flip us on over. So you can see all we have right here is one day. So on Sunday, my husband and I had to travel unexpectedly to work on my stepdad's house. The faucet in the front of the house was leaking and obviously had been leaking for quite some time. My stepdad was not good at home repairs, and so he had done a fix, but it wasn't a fix. So my husband had to cut drywall out. Luckily, the water that had been dripping wasn't going into the home, so that was the good thing, but he had to do some soldering and stuff like that to get it all fixed. So there was 3 expenses for that. There was $8.99 at Home Depot, and then at Ace Hardware there was 2 expenses, $58.29, $25.42, and then of course we went down there, so we had to get fuel, so $35. I did go ahead and pick up some extra flowers for my yard for $80.78. And then we took my son to lunch since we were there. And so that will come out partially out of his money, partially out of our food budget. So sushi, $93.98 for the 3 of us. And then we made a couple trips to Maverick throughout the day to get some food, some snacks, things like that, $13.54 and $2.99. And then for our way home, my husband really wanted to try the new Domino's stuffed crust pizza. So we got 3 pizzas and an order of breadsticks, $51.10, which is amazing because if we order 1 pizza here in our town, not delivered or anything, it's about that price. So we spent $370.09 for the day. So quite a bit. These top ones, of course, were unexpected, but I do have a fund for that is set aside for what I'm calling the Rock Springs house because that is where it was. So that is that day. And then we've got the other 2 days. We'll go ahead and flip it off. We started off Monday with a no spend. Whew, thank goodness. That was a Monday. Then on Tuesday, I was back to Rock Springs again. And I just realized that I forgot something. The reason why I was headed back to Rock Springs was for my hair, and I didn't even put that on, so we're going to have to add that to the other side. So I got my hair done for $125. That comes out of personal care. Went and got pedicures, my daughter and I, for $155. And so that's going to come out of her fund plus my personal care. I took my daughter to lunch. We had pizza. No, we didn't have pizza. What did we have? I had a French dip. She had some wings and some sweet potato fries, and we each had 1 beer, $60 there. I needed fuel, $20.71. And then I went to Home Depot and spent $475.94. This came out of the home category. We needed a new window AC unit, and so I went ahead and picked that one up. So pretty spendy day, but all accounted for. On Etsy, I made a small order for Pay It Forward, $36.40 for Wednesday. Then we're going to go ahead and flip this around, and I have to add another 125 to that. We've got a lot of spending, but this is my birthday weekend, so this is when I went out of town. So Thursday I went out of town. Saturday I came home. We did Matt Rife on Friday. We did all kinds of things. We had birthday dinner on Friday night, and Chick-fil-A actually should have been over there too, but I went ahead and stopped at the liquor store, got some alcohol for the get-together that we had in Utah for birthdays. So $70.31. I needed fuel to $27.77 for our UK trip. I spent $378 towards our vacation there. I went ahead and spent some money out of the pets spending, $214.93, and it's for one of I don't even know what they're called now, but it's the thing that I'll put in the back seat of my car that gives them a spot to lay without getting my car all messed up, because they are just little dogs, but boy, they can really mess things up. So I went ahead and got one of those, and I went ahead and got the things that protect the doors as well. So they've got plenty of room, because really it's usually me and the Yorkies in my car, and that's it. Then Chick-fil-A, this was actually breakfast on Friday. My niece, I asked her what she wanted because her mom wasn't there, and she said she wanted nuggets from Chick-fil-A. There were a couple other kids there, so I got, I think it was like a 30 piece or something like that. And I got myself some little minis for $23.92. We went to Red Lobster. There was 4 of us. This was quite expensive, but it was for my son's birthday, for my birthday, and I had saved up money for it. And so I told my son, I said, get whatever you want. I got what I want. I got the surf and turf, but instead of lobster, I got crab, and I upgraded to the filet. It was absolutely delicious. So $236.33. That's the most I've spent on a meal in quite some time, but it was yummy and delicious. And then while we were at Matt Rife, the concessions, you guys, I cannot believe how expensive the concessions are. So one round of concessions was $32.99. That was a Red Bull for my son. He's 20, and his friend that was with him got a beer or something, a tall one. The 2 drinks were $32.99. My cousin and I each got 1 tall drink. She got a Michelob Ultra. I got some sort of margarita in a can type thing. $48.55 for 2 drinks, you guys. Whew. About crazy. I went to the Dollar Tree, spent $12.88. Then I went to Beans and Brews. I got myself a chai tea. My cousin's a chai tea, and she wanted some of the brekkie tacos, so I bought those for her. And then on Saturday, I had to fuel up again. I went ahead and grabbed, I put this as food, but this was a couple drinks for me. I took my son, his friend, and I out to breakfast at Black Bear Diner. I love Black Bear Diner. That was $56.38. And then I had to come home on Saturday, which was my birthday, for a birthday party. So I stopped at the liquor store again, $38.20, and then Dick's grocery store in, what was it, Bountiful? They make the best cakes. My cousin has always gotten them, so I had ordered one. So $51.49 for a birthday cake for my mother-in-law and I, because her birthday was on Thursday. Her birthday was on Friday. My birthday was on Saturday. I got a white cake with Bavarian cream filling, and I got the cream cheese frosting because I had a 4-hour drive home, and I didn't want to get the whipped frosting and have it melt. It was a little bit sweeter than I like, but still super yummy. Then we had Chewy come out, but I put a no spend because this was an auto thing. This right here is dog food and cat food. So we have got a lot of spending, a lot. So if I add this other 125 in, we've got $2,236.44 in spending. Home, of course, $475. Fun celebrations, $534. Vacay, $378. So we are separating these out so we can kind of see where they're at. So a lot of spending, but this is budgeted for and coming out of sinking funds. All right, let's go ahead and let Mr. Snow Gardener do his savings challenges. Then you're going to come back. We're going to do some Happy Mail, and then I will get my savings challenges done.
Hello, everybody. We are back for the latest edition of Mr. Snow Gardener and his savings challenges. It's been a minute since I've filmed for the wife, and with that, we'll just dive right on in. I think we will start with the pirate ship savings challenge, since I was struggling with it last time, not being able to figure out where I needed to put money and all that stuff. And we'll move Mr. General Greenback out of the way and just start scratching away. $8 on the first scratch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get our scratch off stuff vacuumed up. That way I don't make a mess of Mrs. Snowgardener's desk. And look at that, an envelope just for the pirate ship. Okay, we'll set the pirate ship off to the side. Set the scratcher off to the side. And we'll look into the 52-week savings challenge. The savings challenge is from Mischief Managed Budgets and Champagne's Corner. I've been working my way towards the front from the back. That way I can start on the big ones, work my way back to the smaller ones, because that's how I felt like doing it. We will grab us a Sharpie and color in the $46 one here. So that's 20, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. And I just had a thought. 46. So I'm going to put that money back. And I'm going to color in this 7 here. So instead of 46, it's going to be 50. Oh my goodness, math is hard. $53. So I got a 50 here. And 1, 2, and 3. So that's $53 for my 52-week savings challenge. Open it up here, and that goes in with Severus Snape. All right, let's see where we're at with General Greenback. Looks like we got a little ways left to go on fighting the counterfeiter, and we're still working on partner with Penny. Let's do a couple of Penny's scratch offs before I do the other ones this time, since it takes those a while to dry. So we got a 7 and an 8, which will be $15. Vacuum up our scratch offs. We'll go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Set that cash off to the side. Set the scratcher off to the side. Close my savings challenge book a little bit for a second, and we'll grab one of these very fancy wet erase markers. And we'll color in the 7 and the 6. For $13. And leave that open and set it off to the side so we don't make a mess of things. We'll go 10, 11, 12, and 13. Add those together and put them in our General Greenback envelope here. Move on to Turley Awesome. And we will do a roll and we'll do a color. And that looks like I was doing a D20. And that's going to be a 14. Another 14. And just for grins, we will roll that again. And that's going to be a 16. Which all that together is going to be $30. I got a 20 and a 10 to make 30. Put those back in there. We just did the pirate ship. We just did the Hogwarts. Let's do a D12. Move the D20 out of the way. And that's going to be a 5. And a 10 for 15. Let's roll it one more time, just see what we come out with. And a 3 for 18, and a 9 for 27. 18, 27. So there's a 20, a 5, 6, and a 7. So with that, we finished out another savings challenge. Go me. Since the last time, I've added a couple of new savings challenges. We got a dive deep into savings. Looks like it's from Jenna Budgets. We have a $500 tattoo challenge from T&L Budgets. And a Shut the Box from Reinventing Renee. My wife suggested I do that one, so we're going to give it a shot. And then we have this very nice new savings challenge from Mrs. Snow Gardener. It's Ozzy the Australian Bandit. We've got a reward. Turn it over for the instructions. It says Ozzy the Australian Bandit is known to as the Savings Bandit. Ozzy came to the U.S. via an Australian package from Taylor Louise Budgets. Ozzy is wanted by banks and credit card companies for helping people get out of debt and save money. I'm pretty sure... I am not sure, honestly, if this one's up in my wife's shop yet. So maybe we're doing a spoiler here. So it's got a color and save on the back and scratch offs on the front. She got that one and I immediately told her that I wanted one. I think I'll start off with a couple of the colors. This one back here is for $40. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then flip him over, and I'll do one of the scratch offs too. That's going to be $8. It takes our total to $12. So, 5, 10, 12, Put those back. Get that colored pencil out of my way. And then I'll scratch off one of these. And that one is $38. Kind of figured these ones would be a little bit bigger, just because this is a bigger challenge. It's 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, and 38. And I'm having a hard time remembering the rules for the shut the box, so I'm going to hold off on starting that one for now. Come back here to the dive deep into savings. I like this one especially well because I am a diver. My first scratch on that one is 15. And my second scratch on that one is also 15. We'll grab a 20. 2 5s for 30. I haven't been doing these for a while, so I got quite the buildup of cash to go into my savings challenges, which is nice. Let's see here. I think I'm going to do a couple more out of the 52-week savings challenge here. I'm going to do 45. And 41, which is going to finish me out for this video of Mr. Snow Gardener and his savings challenges. $20, $40, $20, $40, $41, $42, $43, $44, $45. Thanks for joining me, folks. I hope you guys are all having a whole lot of fun watching me do these. And hopefully I'm not as much of a hot mess as I was last time I was doing this. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Until next time, remember to keep on smiling.
We are back for all things Happy Mail. I have 1 membership and 2 orders that I placed. I'm so excited to see what's in here. So we have got my friend Danny over at Craft Co Budgets. She has the best products ever. Let's take a look at what our membership benefits are. And of course, this says that this is the June challenge right here. Oh, we've got a happy birthday challenge right here. Oh, and on the back, she's got save a little extra with little cute skulls. And so this says happy birthday, save $60. $50, and it's got her little Craft Co budgets on there. There's lots of scratch offs too. And so look at there. She said, Marlene, happiest of birthdays, wishing you the best day ever, Danny. So I think this was my extra for my birthday. And I love this one. This one is so pretty. Look at that. Just so pretty, so bright. Love it, love it. And let's see, that's a $50 one. And this Celestial Mermaid is really pretty too. Look at those colors. $50, 1 to 6. So we've got 3 brand new challenges there. And actually, if you count this one, we've got 4 brand new challenges. Then we've got my girl Wren. And this is not for me. This is for Mr. Snow Gardener. So I ordered this. And I'm looking at this going, is this what I ordered? I don't remember. It probably is. So let's take a look. It's like Christmas. I wanted to get Mr. Snow Gardener some more savings challenges that were specifically for him. So I paid it forward to Wren's shop. And let's take a look. And ta-da! So this is Wren. And yep, this is what I got here. And so we have got some fun stuff in here. So we have got a little Birdie Says This stuff a little bit extra. It's got all of Wren's social media stuff there. Fun, fun, fun. All right, let's see. What do we've got? Okay, so I did Harry Potter stuff, and this is Harry Potter inspired, it says. So I got anything off the trolleys, dear. And this is a $50 savings challenge, but I thought he would love this one because it's Harry Potter. Then we've got Weasley's Vintage Cars, Known to Fly Occasionally. This is a $75 challenge. And we've got the Mandrake challenge. This is a $75 challenge. And then she added this in as a freebie right here. So this says Merlin's Pants, I owe what? So a little IOU for Mr. Snow Gardener. And then the other thing that I ordered for him was the scratch off challenges. So it says coffee, my otter half. My husband loves coffee. I do not like coffee. Let's go ahead and open these up so you guys could see them. So I saw this one and I was like, oh my gosh, how fun for him. Something different. Give him some little cards to scratch off instead of the big cards. And so we've got Otter Coffee. Look at how cute. I love that his whiskers are all bent and crinkled up. This is what my husband looks like without his coffee. All these fun coffee things. The Coffee IV. How cute are these? The coffee pot. My husband drinks a pot of coffee every day. If he is at home, he brews it at home, obviously, and drinks it black. So he loves his coffee. He does love a fancy coffee every now and then. So if I go to get my chai tea and he's home, then I get him a fancy coffee because, you know, I'm a good wife, you guys, just in case you didn't know. This is his dashboard right there. So cute. So those are all for Mr. Snow Gardener. So I need to put those in a separate pile somewhere. I do love that I didn't even remember what I actually bought him. Okay, now this is from my friend Drew. And if you're not familiar, Drew has General Greenback. He has a couple books. He has the Dicetropolis, which you guys have been seeing me play. And so when he told me that Dicetropolis 2 was coming out, I had to get this done. Okay, and so I ordered myself a Dicetropolis 2. And I'm going to show you guys something in just a second. It says a collection of 12 more fun dice-based games for the lighthearted saver. So let's take a look. And some of the Dicetropolis games, you guys, I had the hardest time figuring them out. And I know I was making them way harder than they had to be. So let's open these up. I love this cover on this one. It's just so bright and blingy. That's what it reminds me of. So let's take a look. So we've got Add 'em Up. I'm not going to read the rules for them. I'm just going to show you guys. Countdown. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Filler Up. Grid 9. Odd 1 Out. Quad. Strikeout. The 4 is Lava. Tracks. Twin Peaks. And War. So those are all of those. And then he gave me some freebies. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. And also, I did order some other stuff. It's a giveaway though. And my giveaways are only for my members. And so, challenge completed. Love it. Ready, budget, go. So look at this big paper clip. It's got his name on it. just like that. So that challenge is complete. So a sticker, and he says, thank you for supporting my small business. And this is a placeholder. Love being able to use things for more than one thing. And so like I said, there's a couple other things in here, but those are for a giveaway for my members only. If you are interested in becoming a member where you get extra videos, where you get free challenges, budget kits, all of that type of stuff, or are entered for giveaways, make sure you go subscribe. And there are 4 different levels, starting at 99 cents up to $14.95. The 99-cent one, you guys get you entered in for the giveaways. All right, so we are going to do Dicetropolis 2 today. But before we can do Dicetropolis 2, I have got to finish 21. And of course, this is what I am working on now. And I have done it a couple times already, or at least one other time. But we're going to go ahead and do it again right now. So the object of this game is to beat the dealer. So you roll the dice for you, trying to get as close to 21 as you can and see if you can beat the dealer. So it's kind of like 21 that you play at the casino. I am going to go ahead and use these big dice right here. I found these at my mom's house. And so these are from Wendover, Nevada. These are from the Peppermill. And so they're a set of 5. So they're craps dice. So they're nice and big, but I'm hoping you guys can see them really well. Let me know what you think. These will not fit in my dice tower, of course. So we're just going to roll them right here on the table. We're going to play this 3 times so we can finish it out. And I hope it doesn't take all of my money. I'm a little bit scared. This is going to emergency fund. So today we will be adding this to emergency fund. So let's see how close we can get to 21. So we got a 7. Plus a 5 is 12, plus another 5 is 17. Okay, now for the dealer, we've got 7, plus 7 is 14, plus 10, the dealer busts. So we won that. And let's see. We save $5 for a win. All right, can we get all 3 wins? We've got a 4. We've got another 4, so 8. Plus 6 is 14. Oh, I'm going, you guys. I might be freaked right now. Oh, plus 12. So I busted 12. That's 24. So the dealer doesn't have to roll. Now it says if I bust, it says that I have to save the total. That's $24. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to do half of that, you guys, because I have a lot of challenges I want to do today. So I'm going to save $12. Shh, don't tell anybody. So 7. Plus 3 is 10. So can we get a 10 now? Plus 5 is 15. I'm going to stay. I'm going to hope that the dealer will bust. So we've got 4. Plus 5 is 9. Plus 8 is 17. Oh, goodness sakes. So I lost that one as well. That's what it is. That's how gambling is too. I feel like I'm gambling there. But of course, instead of letting the casino keep my money, I am saving it for myself. So we're going to go ahead and do $15. We are going to do the full amount there. So $15 for 21. That was the end of the original Dicetropolis. Mr. Snowgardener is playing Dicetropolis now, so you guys will see that as well. Let's go ahead and swap these out for a 20. And let's see how much we're going to be adding in now. Where did my savings challenge book go? There it is. Trust me, you guys, my office is not that big. I shouldn't be losing stuff. So Dicetropolis, there's that. Let's see how much is going to emergency save. Looks like it's going to be a good little chunk. We'll take it. I like it. I like it. There's another 10. 5. 5 more ones. Oh my goodness. I've got some savings challenge money over here. So we are going to go ahead and swap. Actually, you guys, it looks like it's $100 even. So I actually have a $100 bill right here. So I'm going to go ahead and swap all of this for 100. I am going to put a 20 back over there. So $100 from Dicetropolis. Wow. We did not do good playing 21. So Dicetropolis, but $100 to emergency fund. Yes, 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 yes. So let's go ahead and grab out Dicetropolis 2 right now. We're going to play the first game and you guys can see how bad I am at figuring games out and reading directions. I have no doubt that every time Drew sees me play this on my channel that he's just like, oh my goodness, what is Marlene going to do today? How is she going to mess it up? But I figure if you're saving money, even if you play the game wrong or whatever, who cares, right? So Dicetropolis 2, we've got Add 'em Up. It says the object is to clear all the numbers off the board. Roll 2 D4 dice, then remove the total rolled by striking out 1 or 2 numbers from that game. For example, if you roll a 1 and a 3, you can remove both the 1 and the 3 from play, or you can remove the 4. Continue rolling until all numbers are eliminated, or you make a roll that cannot be removed. Add the total remaining numbers and save that amount. Low budget, save $1 for each remaining number regardless of value. So this kind of sounds like a shut the box, right? It's just a little bit different. So if I remove all 6 numbers, I'm going to save $10. That's what I'm going to set. And I have to find some D4 dice. I did not know I was going to need D4 dice. So I've got one here. This is what a D4 looks like. So it's got the 4 sides. And I do have a big old bag of dice right here. So this is not going to take, or it shouldn't take too long. The problem is I've got all kinds of sets of dice. There we go, D4. Editing Marlene here. I'm so excited to share with you guys that I have got dice listed on my Etsy shop. This is brand new for me. I wanted to make them affordable for you guys and for you to be able to add them to your existing orders. So go check it out. This girl has got so many dice, it's not even funny. And if you guys are looking for dice, I have added an option to just get a set of dice off of my channel. You can add those with other items, and depending on what you order will depend on the total cost as far as shipping and stuff. Shipping dice is really expensive. So if you see a high shipping amount, that's why. It's because of their thickness. So even though they don't weigh very much, you have to send them as a package. And you know, the UPS, I tell you what, USPS it just seems like it's getting expensive, but so is everything else in the world. Okay, so 2 D4 dice. All right, so we got a 5. We're going to go ahead and mark off the 5. And we got a 6. We're going to mark off the 6. And we got another 5. Let's go ahead and mark off the 4 and the 1. Can we get these here? We got a 6, so we cannot do those. So we have to save $5. So I'm going to go ahead and save $5 for that one. Not too shabby. That's a fun one. So I'll keep these out. So I've got 2 D4 dice. Awesome. And I believe that you can buy this with a set of dice, but I could be wrong. So Dicetropolis, this is our brand new Dicetropolis that we're going to go ahead and play. I'm going to put the $5 in the Dicetropolis envelope. I am not going to switch the envelope out. It still says Dicetropolis. It just doesn't say Dicetropolis 2. It'll be A-okay. And I'm excited to have all these new games to play and to show you guys. All right, now we're going to go ahead and talk about 2025. That is save 2025 in 2025. This is Save 2025 and 2025. I promised you guys on the last video that I would let you know what I was going to do with my 2025 money. I have been saving this since last year to go towards the emergency fund. And I had asked you guys if you thought I should continue saving this or if I should go ahead and move the money that I had towards my emergency fund. You guys had lots of great comments on both sides, like go ahead and move it now so you can get moving towards something else. Save it so that when it's all done, you have a good amount to go towards something else. Lots of different things. I am here to tell you guys that I appreciate all of your comments and all of your thoughts. I have decided to go ahead and use the money that was in the 2025 high yield savings account and move it towards my emergency fund. So that was $1,100. So I did move $1,100 to emergency fund. Now the rest of this is going to go towards travel. So that is what I've decided to do. And so let's go ahead and roll our D12 dice. See what we're going to do. So we've got 5. So this is 5 right here. We are going to go ahead and do $21. And so this is now going to be going to travel. And that's just what I decided to do. I was having a hard time deciding what I wanted to do. And then, like I said, I was like, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. Now, I will let you guys know there was more than 1,100 in there, but that was the nearest 100. So that's what I decided to do. And it will help me get to my goal faster so that I can move on to something else. So let's take a look and see. So this is, oops, I meant to take that 1,100 out. So you could see right here that there was like $14 in the bank, plus there was this cash before today. And I can go ahead and exchange this for another 20, which I'm going to go ahead and do 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And we are going to do the same thing where we only deposit this when it's at $100. So we're almost there, but that's what I decided to do. And I think that that's what's most important. You need to decide what works best for you and what you want to save for and how you want to save it. So 2025 is helping me reach my emergency fund. Now, let's go ahead and switch on over to Shut the Box. And so Shut the Box, round 3, we are going to make this. This is going to the car. And I'm wondering if we shouldn't change it to emergency fund. We've got 5 rounds left. Yes, we're going to say round number 1 and number 2 were to the car. Round number 3 is going to go towards the emergency fund. And we'll see where we're at, right? So let's go ahead and get our dot markers out. So I think it's this one and this one is what we were doing. And a light blue is the colors that we were using. We'll go ahead and use our dice tower. And we're going to use these little black and white dice right here. So let's get going. So of course we need to say big bucks, no whammies. And these are not the right markers. Those are not the right markers, Marlene. These are not the droids you are looking for. How about dot markers? I opened that and I went, something doesn't seem right. Too many markers, too little time. So 8 and big bucks, no whammies. Ooh, that's a nice one, a 12. So 9 and 3. We've got another 8, 7 and 1. And we've got a 6. So we've got 4, 5, and 2 left. And we've got an 8, so that is all we can do. So that's $11 because we've got 5 plus 4 plus 2 is 11. So not too shabby there. We're going to do one more round of this today. And we got 7. So we need to say no whammies, big bucks. We got another 7. Okay, so no whammies. Got to blow on the dice, right? Give them some luck. And we got a 10. And so we are going to do 8 and 2 because we have to. All right, no whammies, big bucks. We got a 7, 3 and 4. And so we've got a 5 and a 9 left. So if we roll a 5 or a 9, we will stay alive. And we rolled a 5. Perfect. So $9, you guys. And we rolled a 6. Okay, so the total is going to be $20. So $20 going today to emergency fund. And I don't have any more 20s sitting over there. So we're just going to grab that one. I'm going to move this into Shut the Box. And like I said, this is going to be going into emergency fund for round 3. Now we're going to go ahead and do some other savings challenges. We are going to go ahead and do The Life of a Duck Named What. I love this book because this is just how life feels like it is sometimes. Poor What has no luck whatsoever. We're going to go ahead and use a big red dice again. What we're going to do is we're just going to roll through the book. This is going towards our emergency fund. And so we've got 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And this right here, today's weather will determine how much you save. You could play this however you want, but I'm going to go ahead and say today's weather is sunshiny. So I'm going to go ahead and save $5 and color in my sun there. But of course, if you did this, then all you would do is roll, 7 times. And so you can do it that way, or you can just say, I'm going to fill all of them in and save all of the money. Let's roll again. Another 3, 1, 2, and 3. And this is our What the Pest. What the Pest. This is a $50 challenge. And this is going to be $5. $5. Okay, let's roll again. We got 1. And so we have got What the Box. So this is Shut the Box. But of course, this is for our What the Duck, right? So it's What the Box. Same rules as our Shut the Box. I just used this one and renamed it. And of course, Renee gets a commission for every single book that's sold. So we got a 9. Okay, I forgot to say no whammies, no whammies. Big bucks, big bucks. We've got a 6. We've got another 9. So we're going to do 8 and 1. We've got a 6. So we're going to do 4 and 2. So we've got a 7, a 3, and a 5 left. So we got a 7. So we've got a 5 and a 3 left. And we got a 4. So we're going to be saving $8 today. And we are going to call that good for this book. And so $18 going in for What the Duck. And let's see. And this money for What the Duck is already in the emergency fund. So it's not like we can do what we did with our 2025, because as we've been spending this money or getting this money, we have already been transferring that over. Now I am going to go ahead and swap this out for a 20. I know I don't have any 20s over there, but I did swap it out. So we've got $47 in there. And like I said, the other money we have earned on this book, we've already put into the emergency fund. And it has been $400 so far you guys saved with this book right here. All right, all right. Now we're going to go ahead and do our Life of a Creator. Life of a Creator. This book was such a fun collab. I love all of the different challenges from all the different creators. So much more fun than just doing a book by myself. It does take quite a bit to get challenges from everybody and get everybody on the same page, but it was well worth it. This does say volume 1. I do plan on making another one of these, but it won't be until 2026. So if you are thinking about getting one of these, feel free to do that. All right, we're going to use this big red dice. Actually, we're going to swap it out for a different red dice. Okay, so we've got 3. So 1, 2, and 3. This is Birds and the Bees. And this is not ideal the way I'm playing this one, but it's okay. It says roll any die. And it says, and start anywhere on the board. We've only played on this side, not on this side. So we're going to go ahead and roll a die. And we've got 2. So then a B right here says, land on a space with a B, play Champagne's Dice Hive on facing page. So this is Dice Hive. I can't even say that. You landed on a B above. Roll a D6 and start at the top and work your way down to the bottom. Land on a number with an icon, add $1. Okay. And I don't know. I'm going to play this however I think it's right. It's probably wrong. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to use this light pink. So let's go ahead and roll a D6. So we got a 3. So our 3 is right here. We're just going to mark that off. And then a 2. I don't know. Work your way down to the bottom. So do I go like this? A 2. I'm thinking so. This is the way we're going to do it, you guys. A 2. So I have to add $1 because there's a flower there. And a 6. And so that's $6 is what we're going to say. So $7 for that one. Like I said, I don't know if I played that right or not, but that is the way in my brain that it works. We're going to save $7. We want that to dry. Now on this side, that marker, since I did use a wet erase, I can reuse it. But on this side, unfortunately, unless you laminate your book, you're not going to be able to reuse it. If you do want to buy a book and you want to laminate it, let me know and I'll put the stickers on the side for you. You can laminate it and then you can put the stickers on. All right, let's go one more time. Okay, so 6. Those are still wet, you guys. I don't want it going on the other side. Come on. Almost dry. You would think I could dry them much faster than that, as much hot air as I'm full of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, we finally get to scratch off one for Jessie at J Whackers. I had so much fun doing this with Jessie because she had said she wanted to do a soccer theme. When she sent me her challenge, I knew I had to buy the soccer ball scratch off stickers because it just made that sense. So of course she didn't know I was going to add soccer balls. So look at underneath, you guys. There are soccer balls underneath. And oh my gosh, that was $9. These are 1 to 9. This is a $50 challenge. So I started off with a bang. Holy cow. So $9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that was a couple big rolls. We're going to finish, or we're going to be done with that for now, because we do have other stuff that we want to do. And this right here is just going for fun stuff. That is it. It is a fun stuff binder. That is what I've decided to do with it. And now we're going to go ahead and do the Life of a Pig. This is the Life of a Pig part 2. This is the Life of a Pig who wants to collect memories and not things. So we need a heads or tails, and we need the D12 dice. That's the D10 dice. D12. There it is. All right, so let's see where we're going for this. This is going to Australia. We've got 2 and tails. So we get to color pizza. We're going to color a little piece of pizza up here. Let me see. We're going to do this one right here. We're going to just color over it fairly quickly. This one has got sauce on top. I just had pizza with my cousins in Utah, and the pizza that we had, it was mod pizza, I believe is how you say it. You could get your sauce on top, and my cousin did that where you got dollops of sauce on top. So that is the inspiration for that one right there. And those pieces of pizza are $3. That is not the color I thought it was. I thought it was a brown. It's more of a pink, but hey, it's my pizza. It'll be okay. So 1, 2, and 3. One more roll. That's all we're going to do in this challenge. And we've got 10 and heads. So 10 and heads. Oh, yay. We haven't done this one yet. This is for Spain. And this one up here, Más vale pájaro en mano que cien volando. I don't speak Spanish very well. I apologize. So that says a bird in the hand is better than 100 in the air. So this is a $55 plus savings challenges. It's got a bonus and multipliers. So what do we have here? So we've got ×2. Now, when you come across a multiplier, you can do a couple things. Normally, I go ahead and scratch another one off because that's in my brain how it works. But I saw recently somebody did ×2 and then they rolled a dice. And I was like, I really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that's going to be $8. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, you guys. So we have got $11 going into Australia. And for this one, we just put it back here in our envelope. Oh, do we got enough? Oh, not quite. Oh, we're just a couple bucks short. We only put this into the Australia Sinking Fund when we've got $100. So we're almost there. The next time we play this, we will have enough. Now, we're not going to do our Pop It or our Life's a Beach book because that is a lot of saving challenges. I have a feeling, you guys, that this video is so long. We're going to go ahead and finish off with our June binder. I just noticed something, so I wanted to show you guys. Danny's challenge that I opened up was double-sided, and I didn't see it. There's a $75 one and a $50 one. The reason why I thought of that or saw it is because I needed to get a new challenge for number 10, and I have decided to do the Passport to Travel Savings. This is Save $250 plus, and this is what this challenge looks like. So when it comes to filling number 10, we're going to have to read it and see what it's like. But let's go ahead and get started. We need our heads or tails and our D10. So let's get started. We've got 2 and tails. So 2 and tails right there is $2. So $2 going into this challenge right here. We did finish one last time. We finished 3 heads. So if we roll 3 heads again, then we are just going to have to do 3 tails. And once 3 tails is done, then we'll do another one. So $2 more for that one. So $4 so far. Uh-oh. Dice down. It was a 1. I know you guys may not believe me, but we're going to stick with it. So 1 in tails. 1 in tails. So 1 in tails. And we've only scratched that once so far. Double or skip. See, now this one I've always done double or skip, and I'm like, okay, we're going to go ahead and double, and I usually scratch one. And that's what I've always done. Tell me, which way do you guys read the multipliers or the double stickers? Let me know. So that's going to be $6. So 5 and 6 for number 1. All right, let's try to get them in the dice tower. 8 and tails. So 8 and tails is another scratch off. We only need 2 more for this one, and we'll be done. So $3 there. So 1, 2, and 3. And we've got 4 and heads. And of course, I have moved these around. When I get them from Janelle, they are all in a certain order. And I've started moving them around to spice things up a little bit. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we've got 1 in heads. 1 in heads. And that one is $2. That was a lot of scratching for $2. And then I dropped my vacuum. $2. We're still going. A little bit of money going into emergency fund today. I am going to update you guys to show you where we're at. 1, 2, 3 and tails. 3 and tails. And so each strawberry is $5. So we're going to color a strawberry. Just like that. I didn't color inside the lines very well. I colored outside a little bit more just to make it not quite so jaggedy. That's strawberry juice is what that is. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So $5. I'm going to cover that up because it does like to go on to the next page. But I need to grab a 5, right? Okay, so 4 and tails is what that was, I think. 4 and tails, that's a roll and save. And we got $3. So 1, 2, and 3. We are getting there today. We've got 7 and tails. 7 and tails, another roll and save. We've got 6 buckaroos going in for that roll and save. So 5 and 6. We are just about to the end of our savings challenges. We've got 7 and tails. And that is a scratch off. And so before we close out today, I will show you the update for the emergency fund, and then we'll do our bill exchange, but that's pretty much going to be it. And we've got 2 in heads, another $2. And I think that means we're down to $4. Is that what that means? Yes, it is. So I need to put 3. So we're going to press our luck. We've got $4 left. Let's see. So we got 10. Oh my goodness. All right, let's take a look at this. I'm a little bit scared. I don't think $4 is enough for this, but let's see. What are our rules? Do we have rules? There they are. It says pick any boarding pass challenge. Scratch an icon. Save the amount scratched. Find the matching icon in your passport. You will save what you scratched and the amount shown in your passport. Times 2, double your scratch off amount. A little circle is a roll and save. Okay, so I get to pick any boarding pass. We're just going to start off with this first pass right here. We might have to bring some other money in. If we do, it will be okay. We're going to scratch this one right here. Oh, 4. Okay. Which, of course, was perfect, right? Because we've got $4. But according to Danny, we have to find that sticker here. And that one says Cape Town, and that's $1 is what that is. So we're going to go ahead and color that in. So all we have to do is take $1 out of our savings challenge money, and we are A-okay. I like this. And so I don't have to finish that boarding pass if I don't want to. I can switch around for all different kinds of boarding passes. And I know this is going to shock you guys, but guess what number 10 is going to? That's right. It's going to travel. I thought that would be a fun one to have in there. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and move this off to the side for right now. Let's grab the binder. Let's talk emergency fund. We do have this $100 that we get to add in there now. And let me flip to the emergency fund and show you guys where we're at. So, since you guys have seen me last, I don't know if I've shown you guys this month or not. So the starting balance June 1st was $47,479. On June 4th, my June CD cashed out. So I moved the $319.53 into emergency fund. Then we had May interest of $78.75. Then for my birthday, I took $500 out of my fund that I had set aside. I wanted to make this easier for me to achieve. That was $48,377. Then number 3 heads, which we did on the last video, was $53. And then 2025, there's that $1,100. So as of yesterday, I needed $470 to finish this out. So we have got Dicetropolis for $100, you guys, and today is the 10th. So plus 100, so 49630. So we only need $370 now to make it to $50,000. It is unbelievable. I am so excited to have this just and forget about it. Put it there, let it continue growing interest. Just leave it, don't touch it. And especially now that I have my own business, it is such a relief to have that money. All right, you guys, that is it for me. I want to thank you guys for joining me. And of course, if you guys want to hang out and watch a bill exchange, please do. If I've already chatted on long enough and you've got other places to go, people to see, videos to watch, thank you guys for being here. And until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a fountain.